Hello guys, this is Andy7 back with another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle, and this battle is against Cake for You. I found him on Small Wi-Fi Battle Finder. He was asking for a new battle, and I accepted the challenge, and yeah, it turned out to be pretty fine, so yeah, I'm gonna upload it. I'm using that team I really like to use, and he's using a team which is filled with walls, because Miltank, yeah, it's gonna be a Miltank. It can be Sap Zipper, it can be, yeah, Sick Fat and such. So yeah, then he has a Misdreavus, and Misdreavus is kind of bad because he can block my spin. And then he has Tangela, which with the regenerator, it's just gonna be a mini Tangrowth, that's it. And then Pentagram, I'm thinking cool to be Scarf, and Karakos the Shell Smash, and then Garbodor Toxic Spikes. So yeah, that's fine, but at the same time, I think I have, like I already say, I have counter for everything, because his team usually counters everything. So I'm gonna usually lead with a Molga, like I always do. Yeah, I always lead with a Molga with this team. I'm gonna go for the Taunt, predicting him to go for the Toxic Spikes first turn, but he actually goes straight for the Gunk Shot, and he misses the Gunk Shot, which is fine because I did the damage calc, and he actually wasn't able to knock me out in one hit, so that's fine. And yeah, you go for the U-turn right now. I go into my Sandshrew where he can get another Gunk Shot exactly. And even if he wanted to go for the Toxic Spikes, I could have just Rapid Spin. But at some time he could have been getting Misdreavus, so I kinda knew what to do. But just go straight for the Gunk Shot, so that's fine. It does really nothing because max HP, max defense. So, in the Violite, of course. So, he does bring in Tangela. I'm gonna go for the safe Stealth Rocks on the switch. That's fine because Stealth Rocks are awesome. And I'm gonna go for my Emolga, predicting the Giga Drain, of course, because, yeah, Sentry would have not taken a Giga Drain from a Tangela, I think. So, I'm gonna go for the U-turn. I'm gonna get some damage off, that's it. And I'm gonna go for my Ballostom, because, you know, Ballostom can go for the Sleep Powder on this thing. And, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, he goes for the Ancient Power, which I obviously don't know why, and I don't really see Ancient Power on these things. Then he goes straight for the In Power Fire. Well, it can be Fire or Ice, but I think it will be Fire. So then I'm gonna go for the Sleep Powder, and I'm gonna put that thing asleep, which is really nice because I think being asleep you can do those things with. I mean, you cannot Stun Spore, because Stun Spore is a huge thing to my team, because if things get the speed lower, that will be bad. But I either switch into Miltank as I go for the HP Fire, and the HP Fire literally does nothing because that thing will obviously be the Thick Fat. But right now that's really nice. I'm going to be Thick Fat because I can go for the Grass type moves with my Ballostom safely, because I know that now he is not Step Steeper. So I do switch into my Sandshrew, predicting him to go for the Stealth Rocks, which works out perfectly because right now he goes for the Heal Bell, and I'm gonna go for the Rapid Spin after. So that's fine. He does wake up Tangela, but that means I can put something else asleep. So I do spin the rocks away, but he goes for the Stealth Rocks again in next turn, so that's fine, I guess. I'm gonna go for the Toxic, even though I know that he has a Heal Bell. Yeah, that's fine because being Toxic, then we'll have to waste a turn Heal Belling, and that's fine because if he wastes a turn, that means he won't go for the Body Slam, paralyze something, I guess. So he does switch into Karakoster right now, and I go for the Rapid Spin, of course, maybe. Yeah, just to Rapid Spin the rocks, of course. We'll go for Rapid Spin without rocks. That's interesting. So I'm gonna go into my Seismitoad right now. I knew he would go for Shell Smash, but there was nothing I could have done. So yeah, he goes for the Shell Smash. He gets those +2 speed and +2 attack. And right now he goes for the Stone Edge, which I think is weird. And I'm like thinking, I didn't post anything on chat or nothing, but I was thinking, why didn't you go for the Waterfall? That would have been easily able to knock me out. And then I figured that he might have thought that I was Water Absorbed, so he didn't went for the Waterfall, bringing me to be Water Absorbed. But I'm actually not, I'm actually Swift Swim, and I have Rain Dance on this thing. This is just my Rain Dance Sweeper. So, gonna be able to kill that thing with the Earth Power. That thing was at -1 special defense, that's gonna be nice. He does bring in Miltank, and he goes for the Stealth Rocks, nothing I can do. I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump, just to get some damage off, and that thing is Toxic, so I kinda, on the first turn he gets leftovers, and then after that he'll kinda be, yeah, he's gonna be forced to switch. Well, either forced to switch, or either forced to go for the Heal Bell. So I'm gonna go into my Sandshrew, because I desperately want to Rapid Spin the rocks, because I don't want Emolga to go win with the rocks in. So he goes for the Body Slam. Thankfully enough, he doesn't get any Power Hacks or something. And Toxic is kinda making its work, and that's kinda already dead, of course. Well, not dead, but he's nearly dead. So he does switch into Miss Rivas in my rapid spin, I think, as I go for the rapid spin. He's gonna be able to block my spin, but that's fine because I can go into my Blossom, which is max HP, max special defense. And Blossom has so high special defense, which, yeah, Miss Rivas can do nothing with Shadow Ball to this thing. But he goes for the substitute and then goes for the nasty plot, so that's the sub nasty plot, Miss Rivas. And that's bad because, yeah, I don't really have much on my team to handle with that. Only Blossom, but as we will see next turn, I'm gonna go for the Gig Drain. That's not even enough to break the sub. And he's gonna go for the Shadow Ball. And just look how much this Shadow Ball will do. It will do so much. I'm max HP, max special defense. And look at that. Well, I mean, it's still... He's a +2 step Shadow Ball. But yeah, at the same time, it still does a good chunk of damage to my, like I said, max HP, max special defense. But that's, well, I think I kind of took that really well. But I'm going to my size meteor right now, basically as a death fodder. But he makes a huge good play and goes for the substitute. And again, because he knows that Giga Drain wouldn't break the sub. But I couldn't afford staying in and let Blossom die because I'm gonna need Blossom for later. So he's just gonna be able to knock me out with the Shadow Ball right now. And then I'm gonna go into my Zangoose, and yeah, I'm gonna switch because right now I made a good prediction and a good double switch because I double switched into a Molga just to scout if he had Thunderbolt or HP Fighting as his last move. As he actually has a Thunderbolt, so that means I'll have my Motor Drive boost, my +1 speed going, and that's fine because I'm gonna go for the Wild Charge, basically to break the substitute. That's all I have to do because then I can go back into Zangoose, go for the Night Slash, and kill that thing. So yeah, Emolga does go down, but like I said, I can go now into my Zangoose, and even without the poison boost activated, I can go for the Night Slash and take that thing out because yeah, it's super effective and amazing attack on Zangoose makes it work. So yeah, that's fine. Now I got my Toxic Orb activated and more powerful attacks, I mean, and he does bring in Tangela. There's nothing I can do to this Tangela. I forced to stay in and go for the Facade, do as much damage as possible. He lives the Facade, of course, because of that amazing bulk and the View Light. He's gonna go for the Leaf Storm. Yeah, that's gonna be an overkill on my Zangoose. I mean, that wasn't an overkill, but that was yeah, that was enough to take me out. So I'm gonna go into my Blossom. He's at -2 special attack. He will not be staying in, of course, so he does make the switch into Miltank, as I obviously go for the Indian Power Fire, not fighting, of course. So yeah, that does nothing into Miltank. The reason I went for HP Fire was because at the time I wasn't still sure if this Miltank would be Sap Sipper, because I know that I don't have any special attack investment and those things are really bulky, so I didn't kind of knew if that thing would still be Sap Sipper or not, so I just went for a safe play, which was in Power Fire. And right now I can go for the Leak Seed, starting with laying that thing down and get recovering some health, because well, I have leftovers recovering me, I'll have Leak Seed recovering me, and if I want to go for the Giga Drain, I'll have Giga Drain also recovering me, so that's fine because I'll have, yeah, not third, but 3 things recovering me, which is nice because Blossom will get more HP and more HP at the time. So he goes for the Body Slam again. He doesn't get the Parahex. The reason I went for Sleep Powder there, which because I was predicting him to go for the Heal Bell, and because I knew he was faster, yeah, if I went for Sleep Powder, that thing would be put in sleep and it would be really nice. But he actually on the chat told me he predicted that. I don't really want to judge him or anything, but I kinda don't believe that. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the Giga Drain next turn. I don't really want to play any games, him staying in or switching out. Giga Drain is a safe option, so yeah, I go for the Giga Drain. Thankfully, he does not show random Sap Sipper there, which is fine, because now he's gonna bring in Pinsir. That's the only thing he has on his team to kill things on my team. So he goes for the Close Combat right now. That's the only thing he can go. He gets his Moxie boost, of course, but yeah, the reason I let Blossom die is because, yeah, there's nothing I really can do, because, yeah, Blossom is dead, and yeah, that's fine because Blossom did his job. But he now gets his Moxie boost, which doesn't matter too much because I'm gonna go into my Haunter, which happens to be Timid Scarf, so I know I can outspeed even Scarf's, yeah, the Pincers. So I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball right now, and yeah, that's gonna be able to knock out the Tangela after the Stealth Rocks. He's gonna bring in Pinsir again after the Stealth Rocks. I'm gonna be able to outspeed, go for the Shadow Ball, and take that thing out. And that was, yeah, the reason, I mean, yeah, maybe I wasn't thinking I would be Scarf, but I kind of didn't show hype, and I guess I could have been Expert Belt, but you don't see much Expert Belt hunters these days, so I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball on this, yeah, this, I kind of forgot the name right now. is Garbodor, and yeah, he's gonna miss the gunk shot right there, which didn't matter nothing right now because that's 4 times resisted and it would have done nothing, so he just decides to forfeit right now, which is fine because yeah, he just saved 2 turns of battle of his life, so I guess it works for him. So yeah, if you didn't watch my last video, you can click on your screen to go watch it. If you really enjoyed this video, you can leave a like and a comment. If you wanna subscribe already, you can click the subscribe button, lots of ifs here and there, so I'm gonna say that until next time, later.